Y'all, I was setting up for this video and almost made the same mistake I made that I'm going to talk about in this video with this mic. Anyways, hi everybody. My name is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new, you guys know my channel. You guys know what I'm about, lifestyle. And I have to tell myself that every day and have to remind myself that it's lifestyle and it's so much more than that. So long story short, I have my eyes on this microphone. And if it's not lit up, it's not recording. Anyways, so when you think about success, you have to think about failure. And I feel like it's one of those things that always comes up, especially with creators and creatives. And I think that it's just a belief. I actually think it's an illusion. But I do think success and failure go hand in hand. So take a moment and think about what success is to you. For me, I feel like it is a belief that is in your heart. I think it is formed based off of experiences and based off of other people. I also think that success is pivotal. I think it's seasonal, and I think it can change if you want it to. So that is what we're going to be talking about in this video when it comes to YouTube channels, when it comes to your goals, your personal achievements, etc. You can apply this in multiple ways. So before I get into my story and my reflection that I've recently had, I want to talk about how reflection is extremely necessary, especially in this space. And I think that it's important to have measurements because for me, success is defined by your progress. For me, that's how I define my success, by my progression and how well I'm doing over time. And so success is like this illusion that I don't even pay attention to. I'm more interested in where I've come. So to lead into my story, so recently I've been like really in my grind, doing my thing. And this particular week, I had my task, I had my videos, I had my topics. I was excited because I had a new flow. I had a new system in place, and this particular system had more of a structure. It was more organized for you guys, so I can be more clear, so you guys get the point, right? Nobody wants to be on YouTube all day, right? So yeah, I had everything lined out. And for me, when I record videos, I start with not an easier video, but I start with a video that is I'm more comfortable with talking about. So that's what I did. And the key part of this video is I had my microphone. I had the mic, like I told you guys. And that was like, I don't know, it just kind of took me up a level. I don't know. I was super confident, and my speech was well. I was getting to the point. I did my thing. I listened to it back and I heard it, and I was super excited. I got confirmation that my system was working. So your girl was going to the next two videos, and I did not even hesitate. I just went into them, right? So as you guys could imagine, I took that momentum into my next two videos, and I was going in, I was talking clearly, I was using my notes, and everything was coming out great. And so after my second video, I did not go back and review because I'm like, I'm on a roll. Let's just get them out. I'm going home. So I did my third video. Okay. And then I said, Kelly, just look at the videos just to make sure the sound is good. I go into my video, into my photos. I look at the video, no sound. I'm like, first thing, I'm like, I can fix this. I put on my Olivia Pope pants, and I'm like, what she called them? We're gladiators. I'm a gladiator. I can fix this. No problem. Easy peasy. I go to that third video. I'm like, hold up. That's when I realized there was no sound on my videos, y'all. There was no sound. I could just see that I really meant what I was saying by looking at the video. I could tell that I was into it. I was prepared. I was organized. Everything was coming out. And I was still ecstatic. I was still on a high from recording those videos that I didn't even really realize what was happening until I sat there for about 10 minutes thinking to myself, like, I can't believe I just spent 30-45 minutes recording those videos and they don't have any sound. So why am I telling you guys this? So I'm telling you guys this because I had a moment of shame. I had a moment of, this is not supposed to be, right? I felt like a failure. I felt like I could have caught the era sooner than later. right, and corrected my error by looking at the microphone and by also checking my videos after I record them. In that moment of frustration and just defeat, I had to realize that shame is an illusion, just like failure. And you should not take, or I'm not going to show you guys, but I don't feel like shame should go into the next day. You know, it's okay to have those feelings of doubt, frustration, and shame, but end it right there. And so I had to take a moment to realize, you know, everything that I had accomplished getting up until that point, ready to record, and after recording, I had to realize all the things that went into this creation. And so that is when I had to get more familiar with my foundation. It was that point where I remembered that this is a lifestyle. And nothing in life is perfect. Nothing is going to go perfect. It doesn't matter how much you prepare. It doesn't matter how much you anticipate or want something to go well. It's not always going to be that way. And that's okay. And so growing more familiar with my foundation helped me appreciate my execution. By looking at the video with no sound, I had to appreciate. I had nothing else to do. There was nothing better for me to do than look back at some sort of pocket of success from that day, and that preparation and that execution, whether I had sound or not. And so I want you guys to grow familiar with your foundation. Why do you do the things that you do? What impact is it going to have on your life? So, long story short, I want you guys to grow familiar with your foundation. Why are you doing this? What is the impact of your life and the impact on other people's lives? And what is the bigger picture, right? We're not here to be perfect. So things are not going to go perfect. And so in that moment, I just had to take some time to reflect. And I just recently realized we will drift, but we will not drown. You will not drown in your creativity. You're creative for a reason. And so a lot of times creativity is not going to be perfect. So that shouldn't even be the goal. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't like to show people, but that's not the goal for me. I don't want to be perfect. I want to progress. So whether you guys are on YouTube, personal projects, family life, relationships, etc., school, I'm in school too. And so in school, I have to remember I'm not perfect either. I have to remember I'm accomplished whether I finish or not. Completing is great. I completed undergrad, I completed a master's program, and now I'm in a postgraduate program. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest. I'll do more videos on that if y'all like, but I don't know. And even if you do not complete it, you have to look at where you've come from and how much you have accomplished over time. And shame is not real. Okay? It's normal to feel feelings and have frustrations, but it's not, doesn't have to be a belief in your heart. So y'all know, like in grade school, this is going to be my last point before I go, but in grade school there were standardized tests. We had to take EOGs. I'm talking like elementary school, like EOGs. I can't remember the other ones, but they're standardized tests that we used to have to take. And some teachers would definitely like stressed showing your work, basically. Like you're putting your answers, you're going through the questions, you're putting your answers, but there's a section for you to show your work. And I feel like for the most part, especially with math, because I always like math, I showed my work. Even if I wasn't confident in my answer, I showed my work to like show my teacher, like, hey, I'm taking initiative, I'm putting some effort in here. And I actually think I know what I'm talking about too. So I'm going to show my work. Not everybody uses that space that you automatically are given to show effort, show execution. Because in the end of that test, when you turn it in, you might not have gotten that answer right, but you got, put in the comments, partial credit. So there's success and there's failure, but there's so many other elements that are important that go along with your journey. So don't forget about the other elements, such as execution, other accomplishments, grace, and then also the beauty of lessons. Because I had to learn that day that I was having the content day was actually a lesson to reflect on my execution. And so I had a newfound, and I have a newfound foundation element that I can put into my why. I'm an imperfection. I'm imperfect. I'm an imperfect person, and I'm not going to be perfect, and that is okay. The main point of this journey is to reflect and progress, take measurements, and become better than you were before. So, guys, give yourself grace. We got this. And it doesn't stop with a failure. You know, it's just a part of the process. And there's so many other elements within the journey to reflect on. So, hopefully, you guys took something away from this. Hopefully, I reached the right person. If you know somebody that would benefit from this video, make sure to share this video. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
For the rugged. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the